and zigzag your seam sample, you're going to come to the back of the room and set up your iron. So grab an iron, you're going to come over here and put down the ironing board. Okay, you're going to plug in your iron in the nearest electrical outlet. And then you're going to check the setting on the iron. So if you look closely here, there's some numbers. And for what you guys are sewing here, you're sewing cotton fabric. And cotton comes from a plant, and therefore you can iron it actually on quite a high heat. So we're on about number 4 right now. We can even go up to a number 5 or a number 6 to make sure that the fabric becomes nice and flat. So we're going to set the iron down on the heel. Give it a moment to warm up. To check to make sure your iron is warm, you never want to wave your hand or think about touching it quickly. Okay, rather than that, you're just going to set it down on the ironing board for a moment. Lift it back up and touch the ironing board. If the ironing board is warm, then your iron is hot enough to work with. So what you're going to do first, you're going to set your stitches. So you're going to have just your seam sample flat, and you're going to press. Okay, press just means leave the iron down for a couple of seconds. You want to be careful if you leave it down for too long, then you can end up actually burning your fabric. Okay, and always standing the iron back up when you are done using it. Then you're going to open it up, you're looking at the wrong side. Doesn't matter which way you press your seam, you can press it either way. So again, just holding it down for a couple seconds. Lifting it up, if it's still kind of coming up, again, you can hold the iron down a little bit longer, or your other option is to turn up your heat if you don't have it on full heat. Okay, the last step I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it now to the right side, okay, and see how it's a little bit bumped. It has a little bit of a bump there still. I'm going to come and I'm going to press it one more time from the right side. So this is how to press your seam allowance to one side. So when you're done, it should be flat on the right side, and it should be nice and flat on the wrong side. At this point, your seam sample is complete, and you should be able to sew your boxers successfully.